hello. Everybody, welcome to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay, shalom, Big E. Hello, T-Roy.
What up, fam?
How you doing, bro?
I'm here again. I'm wonderful.
That fucking glitch in that music pisses me off. I should probably fix that at some point.
Maybe
you know
at
what
some
I mean?
point we will.
Good Lord. Thing's falling apart.
It's a classic. I love just sitting there listening to that. So
I know.
I dig when you let it run for a while.
Right? Yeah, I know. Well, we're big fans of the band, Blackwater
station.
Station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had some friends hit me up the other day, wanted a copy of it. They didn't have one, and I was able to get it for them, and they're just fucking loving life, man. It was fun years, fun band. And all
Great
that
time.
stuff. Yeah.
I regret not having my cassette.
I know, those orange cassettes.
I have some theories on who took it, but
Yeah.
the moral of the story is I don't have it
female
anymore.
related?
Perhaps.
Yeah, usually is.
Generally.
Anyway, T-Roy, you're here. Thank you again. You're going to be here all week.
All week. Look at me.
Jay is with Russell doing soccer-related stuff.
Yep, the
He'll
beautiful game.
explain more when he gets back, but I was like, well, he's just a private dude, so he doesn't, you know. But yeah, Russell's really fucking good at soccer.
Yeah.
Like U.S. national
Yeah, right.
shit, you know what I mean? Like that level, so there's some exciting stuff going on. So he's going to be gone all week, and he's like, hey, man, I'll pay T if you'll come in and cover for me for the week.
I'm now a professional. First
Yeah,
time I've actually been
paid.
paid to do the
Yes,
job, so I'm
yes.
officially a professional.
Well, we start a little later because you work during the day.
Yeah. So
And,
I apologize for any
I like
inconvenience
that.
to people.
I'm still slow as shit, so I'll, you could be home for 4 hours and I'll still be like, I'm coming, guys.
I have
But
been. It's dark already.
yeah, it is. That's okay. That's all right. E, how are you doing?
Great.
You're tired and hungover. I can tell by the look on your face.
I am tired and hungover.
Why?
I can't drink anymore, I guess. I don't know.
What?
I don't know what to do. I can't drink.
What do you mean you
I
can't
get-
drink?
I can't handle it. I
don't
get
even know
too
who you are
hungover.
anymore.
I get too hungover, and I don't honestly. I'm starting. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to stop. Like, it's weird. I don't want to stop at all. I love it when I'm out at the bar drinking. I was, went to Grand Rapids to see Mandy yesterday. or whatever.
Well, how'd that go?
Great. But it's
right.
like, we did karaoke and hit up bar hop downtown in Grand Rapids and shit. But it's like, I just
Don't you get enough of a
literally-
body hype being around her that you don't need to get annihilated?
That's
like
the thing.
you
I'm not
do at
even getting
EDM?
that drunk. That's the thing. I'm not even really like tying one on. Like, I'm not even
Well,
sitting
you
there.
have to be doing some sort of. I mean, you're not just going to get hungover after a couple beers.
I mean, yeah, but like here's the thing. Like, because we don't see each other that often,
Yeah.
it's kind of like every time is like, it's not like you're seeing this person all the time. So it's like, it's a big deal. There's a hotel and we go out to nice dinner and shit. So it's like you start drinking though, and it's like then you go to karaoke, and it's not like a drinking like I'm getting like I remember I have no blackout anything. I remember everything. Even when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I was too bad, but then it's just like as the day goes on, it's just like my head. And the thing is, here's my thing with it, really. I think in reality, if I was someone who could sleep in, some people can sleep in.
Yeah, you can.
Some people can drink and they sleep in. I drink till 2 in the morning and I wake up at fucking 7:30.
What do you do about the shitting process?
What do you mean?
Well, because you don't like to shit in a room or in a hotel room where anyone is, let alone your girl.
I got lucky.
You go out to the woods or something, or
No, well, I mean, I got lucky yesterday that I just never had to until I went down to get the free breakfast at the hotel. I did, but then I did it in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
I got lucky.
Wait, in the lobby? Or
Well,
can we clarify?
With E,
bathroom.
you almost need to clarify.
in the bathroom lobby.
All right.
And that-
In the toilet, in the
toilet,
bathroom. Okay,
yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah, but so that's the other thing. I just can't sleep. Like, if I could sleep in, if you can sleep it off, you can. I think I don't drink enough that you're right. I should feel that shitty. But what happens is I get back at 2 a.m. and I wake up at fucking 7.
Can we get him some horse tranquilizers or something? Just knock his ass out for
Probably.
12 hours afterwards, and
You're
then
just getting old.
I know.
That's what it is.
I know.
Yeah.
I get it. And
So
but
do we? Hold on. I don't want to hear every detail, but
I wasn't going to give you every detail.
I know, but just slow down. Last time we talked to you about Mandy, we got into it. The three of us, I believe it was the same trio here in the members area, and we had a nice, frank discussion about where you're at.
It didn't go down that route last night. So,
Really?
Nope.
No.
Literally?
Literally, it did
It
not.
did not go down that route?
Now, was that? Did you guys both decide we're not going to do this to each other?
I mean, well, no, sex happened, but
No, I know, but I mean, like,
No.
I'll go down on you, Mandy, and you go down on me.
No, that's not how it happened. It just
So she did her
we
part.
probably both we probably both need to we both do the same thing though. I think I think we both need to not go as hard every time because then we get drunk and then I think she's just ready to no, that's ready to have the dick. So
She just needs a deep dick, and
All
she's
right,
like,
all right.
I'm in no condition right now to train
No,
your
just-
sorry
right.
ass how to do
that's
this.
That's more what I'm saying. Like I think she's just like, no. We
T,
almost
is
need
this
that-
going to work out for him long run if he doesn't?
I have no idea. I don't know how deep the dickin' goes. So there could be a lot to be
Well,
said for
I've
that.
seen his
but
dick before. I'm not guessing it goes that deep.
You
but,
never
you
know.
know.
What does that
You
mean?
never
No,
know.
I mean it's fine. It's
It-
average. It's not like you're fucking super hung guy. That's just
There's a key for every lock. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, whatever.
But yeah,
but it's
stick with it, buddy. Stick with it.
I mean, I'm not. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I imagine you want to satisfy your girl and make her happy
Yes,
and all
it
that.
is
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
a state of contention in my head.
Yep,
for
yep.
sure. It's not like this for real.
Well, this is a good
si-
group. Where you're in a safe space right here where
No,
you
I'm
can
not, but-
you can ask any question you want, and Troy and I will probably be able to answer it.
I'm not going to do that, but. I don't know. It's a weird situation for me, obviously, because all these times on the show over at the years, a lot of my statements, were really not tongue in cheek, but they were. I just never assumed
Not tongue in regime.
Oh shit!
I let that one go.
know. It was too easy.
Yeah,
It was
right.
like, let me just tee this up for you. And it was
Right.
like, if T's
No.
not going to, you just
That's-
smiled at me, and I went, all right, I'll take
Right.
it. Fuck it.
Tongue in cheek's the backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not ready for tongue in cheek, E.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, like, it's a difficult situation because this isn't now just is not just some some person that's like a one night or a casual fling or something. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I want to to get a lot to have her be happy. So we'll see.
Well, she was listening to the show the other day. That scares me to death.
She does pop it on once in a while. For
Once in
sure.
a while, you think she's listening now, knowing that you
She's
just
at a
spent the night with her?
She's at a Christmas party or
Ugh.
something. So a family Christmas party. So I don't think so.
Oh,
but
no,
didn't
for
take
sure.
it
She
there.
can't hear like tomorrow or
Yeah.
any other time.
no. I know. I understand.
She's
I know.
busy right
Well,
now.
he
She
just-
can't hear this.
Yeah.
He just asked, "Is she listening now?" I said, "No, not now." I don't. Think
I meant, is she
listens-
going to listen to this episode?
No, I don't
probably.
think so. I don't think she doesn't listen enough that she'd go back. She listens to to the extent that she listens. It's if she's not doing anything at the time and knows
Sure.
that it's on,
You were last.
she'll pop it on. What'd you
If
say?
she's got absolutely nothing going on, she might give us a few minutes.
yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Sounds like a good promo for the show, E.
You don't think that she might after you see her that she might tune in that show just to see what you had to say
yeah,
about
she
it?
might.
It seems remarkable to me that she wouldn't, but it doesn't surprise me that you would go, I don't know.
I would think those would be the ones she'd.
I would think so.
Hey.
I don't.
Most people
personally
like
think
hearing
that-
about themselves.
I
and-
understand, but I don't. She doesn't care enough. I don't think she's gonna. Again, I really don't think she'll. No, but I mean, not me care enough about the idea that she's being talked about. I think that she would listen if she was sitting right here and knew it was on, and I don't think
Yeah.
she'll go back.
Are we ever going to get to meet her? Last line of questioning.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you remember the relationship with Big Bird and Mr. Snuffleupagus.
I know.
And, hi, Bird.
Right.
They were like good friends
I
and
mean-
stuff, but nobody ever saw Snuffy. And so,
Yeah.
word on the street was that Big Bird was full of shit.
Well, for one, actually, in the end, a lot of people are gonna get to meet her because she's going to Garth Brooks with me in the end of February, and I know we have a shitload of people that I know going. So
Okay.
that the secret will kind of be out there for sure.
Are you trying to talk and text right now?
No, but see, like here's a picture of me and her last
Oh
night.
shit!
So see,
Oh,
she's-
here we go. Hold on.
I don't
haven't.
know.
Let me see.
Hold on. Hold
No,
on.
I'm not. I'm not
I've
going to
never
go through your
seen.
shit. I
I've
won't
never
do
seen.
that.
Yeah, do not swipe.
No.
No.
God, she is cute, man. How the fuck did you
I've
do
never-
that, E?
So see, she exists. She's a real
Whatever
person.
you do, don't show that to the camera.
All right. Well done, sir.
Kidding. Yeah, she's cute.
Bravo,
She's got a cute
bravo.
body too, right?
Yeah.
Not that that matters. Obviously, you're in love
Right.
with her.
It does matter.
You're in love with her heart and her head. So
course.
clearly, that's all that
No,
matters.
they all matter.
Yeah.
Remember what I said? You just make out with it.
I know. That look, it's gonna whatever. It's gonna come another time, so we'll see.
All right.
When, I
Hopefully.
don't know.
Keep us up to date.
I will. I'll
Keep
let
us
you know.
posted, and we'll keep prying. It's
Your,
not going to go away.
your Mandy update for the week.
Yeah. At least for today. We might have to do more. And if you've got any stories, by all means.
I was trying to think of any. Nothing really happened last night. Honestly,
Okay.
it was pretty casual.
I left the house today.
Well
Save it.
done.
And I was running around doing some stuff, and I was like, God, I should eat something before I'm getting that weird window before. If I go any later, I'm going to fuck up dinner.
Yep.
And then be
Are
eating
you
at midnight.
worried about
Yeah.
your schedule that much?
Yeah, because I don't want to. I got to do a show in
Okay.
between that. Plus,
I don't know if you know
have
he-
a gallbladder.
He doesn't have a gallbladder.
I forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, so I have to plan.
yeah,
better.
I do forget about that.
So I made the wise decision. Oh, fuck it. I'm in a Taco Bell. I haven't been eating fast food in months.
Taco
I
Bell.
really
That's
haven't. Very rarely. I mean, does Subway count? Is that fast food?
It kind of depends on what you get.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you're getting a thing with a bunch of double bacon,
no, I'm not doing
cheese,
that,
ranch,
but-
and stuff, I mean...
They probably got a sub. Did you get a sub at Subway?
I did.
No, but you can get a sub that's...
Yeah, you could get a
subs
turkey
that-
sub
You
with-
can get stuff there
yeah.
that's not... People think that just because you go to Subway, but...
Not the point. But anyways, I outside of a couple things like that, so I was like, Taco Bell. I haven't been there forever. And so it's on my way home, and I just pull in there, grab a few things. There's no one in the line, and I pull up, and it's like, yeah, can I take your order? I was like, yeah, I'm just about to start ordering. And she goes, by the way, we are out of the chicken wrap things, the Chipotle Southwest burrito. We don't have any lettuce. We don't have any hot sauce. We don't have any Chipotle ranch sauce. I go, she rattles off 18 things they don't have. It took 5 minutes.
Wow.
And I'm like,
That does happen, man.
Wait,
Unfortunately.
isn't Taco Bell like the same, like 8 things just put together in different
but,
ways?
I mean,
Tortilla, meat, cheese,
like all
lettuce.
Mexican
That's
food.
it. Whatever. Yeah,
it's like
that's
5
all it is.
ingredients and just mixed up different ways.
Right.
You know, whether it's a soft shell,
Yeah.
puffy shell, whatever. I've never had that happen. And so I'm like, I really like that frozen Mountain Dew thing they have.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, let me, lastly, just a couple tacos, I guess. Can I do tacos? She goes, without lettuce? I was like, I guess. And I'm much of a
Obviously.
choice. It is the most hideous looking taco when you just have, and you would think they would go out of their way to spruce up the fact that they're missing because they really do pile on the lettuce on their fucking tacos now. They really kind of are.
That's the
cheating there.
filler.
Yeah. But when they
Right.
don't, it's like, okay, can you go a little thicker on the meat and cheese so it doesn't look like I showed you it when I got home.
Oh, it was awful, pathetic looking.
Pathetic, scary, and you'd be
so
shocked.
much money, too. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Soft tacos, they used to be like 70 cents. Now they're like $2 or
I
something.
know.
or-
You can spend
Justify that.
$15 at Taco Bell.
Easily.
Easy. And so I'm like, all right, I guess a couple tacos, bean burrito, and frozen Mountain Dew. We're out of frozen Mountain Dew right now.
Sorry, I
It's like,
forgot to mention that one.
Which one? What do you have? Frozen pineapple. I'm like, fucking gross. No. Like, jeez. I pull up. I'm like, so what's going on here? She's like, yeah, it's the holidays, and we're really. I'm like, it's the holidays. Most people with family not going to Taco Bell. What are you talking about? She's like, we're really busy. I was like, you're out of 18 fucking items. What do you mean you were really busy? Who's planning your deliveries?
2 p.m. on a Monday.
2 o'clock on a Monday. You're out. And I'm like, when are you getting them? She's like, I don't know. The delivery truck will be like overnight. I was like, okay. I said, I bet that's making people happy. She's like, you have no idea. She's like, the shit that has been said to me this afternoon in that speaker, no one should hear. I'm like, yeah, well, I hope I wasn't too bad. I'm just confused. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. And
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen anything like
you
that.
feel bad for them because it's not their fault.
I don't know whose
Sometimes,
fault it
well,
is, but
sometimes
It's a shift manager.
generally, right?
but
Whoever
not-
that's
it's
doing the
probably not
ordering or
her.
whatever.
Hey,
but
whatever the
they
face
take
is on the front
beating.
line is taking the beating.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the fighter this is the fighter they put on the front line to deal with this.
I said that on Facebook the other day, by the way. Now that you're yelling at this lady, but I said
No, I didn't yell
No,
at her.
I know, I get it.
I was just a little inquisitive. I was curious.
Yeah, I did say that, like, when you talk about jail, you want to get people to not want to commit crimes. Forget prison. Make people do forced retail work like that. Honestly,
Right.
for 40 hours a week. Like, I get
Scared
it that
straight.
I get it that, like, I understand, like, you're just asking questions. I'm not even shouting this at you, but I'm just saying it just makes me realize in general, like, when she says the things that people have said to her, and then T. Roy says, like, probably not her doing that. It's like, dude, the amount of people, like, that just will go off on people in retail where it's like,
Oh yeah,
oh,
you're the front line between me and my lunch, man.
I know.
Who else am I going to yell at?
Well, you got to call. That's where you got to technically. You have to.
I'm not calling
I-
a number.
Get
I
that
know,
1-800
but
number
that's
off the
what you
window.
gotta do.
And can they stop asking me to look at my receipt at the bottom, go to a website and rate them?
Yeah.
No.
You
Who
don't
the
want me
fuck-
to.
You don't want me to. And who
You'll
the
get a free small fry when you
Who's
come back.
doing that? Who is going online and rating
I promise
their
you-
drive-through Taco Bell service?
I promise you, the people that are asking you to do it are not wanting to ask you. They're just being told.
Yeah, right. Promote it.
That they have to, and if there's some reason, they probably have some secret shoppers going.
No,
once in a
there is some
while,
incentive sometimes, like Home Depot and some of those other ones where they do it, and they, hey, my name and this, and they'll give you that, if you go in, because there's an incentive for them to try and promote it.
No,
I don't
there
know
was.
about
There was
Taco
at
Bell's.
Meijer, the same thing. Yeah.
No, I get it if you're upselling someone and you've got a commission-based incentive to upsell whatever.
Well, it could be their bonus, if they get 100,
Dude,
likes on their receipt
It's
fucking thing.
getting obnoxious. They want me to rate their service at PetSmart. It's up on the thing. Oh, you can rate. I was like, I brought a bag of cat food up here, paid for it. You didn't tell me to fuck off. I guess you got 5 stars. You accepted my money in a prompt fashion, and now I'm fucking off from your store. What am I rating?
Is it Meijer that every time you do it on the
Meijer,
little
yes.
kiosk thing, it comes out? Was it like good, neutral, or bad?
Which
I
is
just go
also, by
bad
the
every
way-
time because you asked me this fucking question. I could have the greatest time at the ever shopping, and I'll always hit the bad because I don't want to do that.
There must be a reason they're doing this outside of just like
It's feedback data. It's
I-
all metadata.
I
It's all
know.
data.
It is, and it's probably something along the lines of like, then they can promote like, oh yeah, we're a consistently 4.9 star, place experience for customers. But it's like nobody wants to be bothered with this. And
Well, it's all bullshit. Some, it's the same people that you'd make fun of when they came into radio and tell you how to do. Someone went to school and got a degree, and so now they're sitting at Meijer and telling them that this is a formula that works, and if you do these things and you have these numbers, and then so the stupid, pathetic managers at these places push it because then they get some menial amount of money at the end of the year because their stores was 4.9 stars.
I don't know, man.
And it doesn't really-
It drives me nuts because let's be honest. I don't care where you go, what it is. If it's a pet store, Meijer, Home Depot, the only time you're filling one of those things out voluntarily is when you've been fucking wronged. And you want someone to know about it. And it must have been really bad for you to take the time to fill out the ledger, go online and bitch, call a number.
Yeah.
So they probably just got sick of seeing mountains of like, oh man, we suck at everything. So now are they fishing for compliments? Is that what's going on?
No, but I will say, I don't know how they still do it because this was about 5-10 years ago now. But when I was there, for example, though, they would do those things and they'd ask people to say oh, what was your rating? 1 to 5. And I'm like, most people are not. If you're actually paying it, let's assume that you're like Mike says, most people aren't going to fill it out. So let's say you fill it out. You're going to probably actually be honest, quote unquote. And then you're going to who's going to give a 5? So most people are probably going to give a 4, thinking well, it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty good.
Sure, they could have done something
and they
better.
would sit there at the night with us and it'd be like,
And what constitutes a 5? Because some people want help every turn in a big store, and some people want to be left alone.
Exactly, and that's the other thing. And we were told, technically, again, I was a terrible worker, but we were supposed to go up to people. I think with each, if they were within 5 feet, you were supposed to greet every person. It's like, dude, who wants that? Most people don't want
Get the
that.
fuck away from
but
me.
then, like Mike said, but people, some people decide. Anyway, we would have meetings, and they were literally, so it's 1 to 5, and 3 to 0 for 1 was literally terrible.
Ooh.
And 4 was basically not even good either. 4 was kind of
Why didn't you get 5 stars?
Why not just have it 1 and 5, 1 and 2, good or bad? Because it was even 4 was pretty much
That's basically what Meijer's did. There is no. It's just either shitty, neutral, or great.
Yeah.
Red, white, or green.
No, and it's it's like you don't notice mattress stores till you're looking for mattresses. That old saying.
Right.
It's like you would think I notice it a lot in a Home Depot or a Lowe's. You got I don't know where everything is, and it's I don't know where you find this type of screw or bolt. Help a brother out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not oh, there's the soups. I can pick out soups for myself. I don't need their help. But in
Be
those
available.
places,
If I need help, I can go find you. You don't have to come me and hold my hand and ask me what I want to find.
Can't you see the guy that looks like he works with his hands and around power tools, and he's beelining where he needs to go, and he does not need your help.
Nope.
He knows what his ratchet set looks like, what needs to be replaced. And then there's me. It looks like my hands have never seen an honest day's work in its life, and I'm looking around duh. I don't know. I'm pulling my phone out. You would think at some point someone would go, oh, yeah, that retard needs help. Someone go help him.
Yeah.
He's going to get lost in the store at some point.
Well, I'm not a Bernie Sanders person. I'm not, by no means think that people should be getting $15 an hour, and because I understand all this. But also the other reality of it is so many of these jobs these days just don't pay that much. And it's dude, you're just sitting there in your mind and you're thinking, dude, I'm working 2 jobs. And I'm going to sit here, and if someone comes and asks me, I'll help them. But if they don't, I'm not going to walk around unless there's real incentive.
Yeah, that's a shit attitude.
I know, but that's,
You know what I mean? It is.
That's why it's not a $15 an hour job.
Right. And there's no
You're
no
keeping it at the
skill.
745 level.
There's no skill in involved in stocking a shelf. And so, yeah, you make your $8 an hour probably when you were doing it at E. And believe me, I was like that too. I wasn't go get them, but I had plenty of friends that were, that just, I'm here for this set of hours. I just work hard and
okay, but you
and
asked
move on.
asked that, but I mean that is the people who are working at the places you're talking about, though.
Right.
And I'm saying when I worked at those places, there were people like you, and there were people that weren't like that.
Yeah.
It's getting worse probably now. I notice it around here, but if you go to any of the ghetto fast food around here,
Right.
it's like, dude,
Terrible.
it's
Terrible.
unbelievable,
Oh.
and it's just flat. I don't want to fucking be here.
In a way, yeah.
I have to work. That's it.
You were saying your Taco Bell today. Same thing. And I almost never go either. But the last couple nights, I worked all weekend. I had a late night last night. Last night. And
I know they're all starting to flow into one
I
day.
don't even know what fucking day it is. But I was outside, freezing my balls off, working all night. And normally I take my lunch. I never go out to eat. Generally, I pack I make my stuff and I go. But I'm freezing. I'm outside. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to eat something out of my cold lunchbox. I didn't microwave or anything there to hit. I'm in a plant. I said, I'm going to go get something fucking hot, you know? And I'm on, not the greatest area, so there's not a lot of options around there. But I go and there's a McDonald's. Me and another guy go and we go get something to eat. I pull up to the drive-thru. There's an error sign on the menu. Right?
Where are we? Is it we in an area?
We are in Detroit. Yes, we
So
are in.
car insurance is going to cost more
Car
where
insurance
you are.
would definitely cost much more.
Yes.
there.
Okay.
There was,
Gotcha. Just trying to pinpoint exactly
right.
where we
Yeah.
are.
No. So
What kind of
I'm like,
clientele is in
we
there.
sit there for a minute, nothing happens. I'm like, it's one of those dual drive-throughs, but I'm like, I don't want to back up and go in the other one. We're like, fuck it, let's just go in. There was two of us. It's easier that way
Boy,
to
this
pay
is
or
bad
whatever.
decision after bad decision.
Well, in a way, and this is probably what is this? Probably 8:00 somewhere in there last night, and we go in, and there is. Ironically, there's 2 cars in the parking lot. We're like, okay, not bad. We walk in, and there's like 9 people, but not like together. There's like 9 like individual people,
Yeah.
So
right?
some people have bicycled or walked there. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Perhaps. It may have been a bus stop. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so we go, and we're waiting around. We're mulling around. We realize that everybody else has already ordered. Like, they're kind of standing there where we thought we're in line. We're like, all right. We finally go, like, okay. And we go up, and we order. No big deal. And then we wait. And we wait,
Dude.
and we wait, and we wait, and we wait, and about every 4 minutes or so, somebody's bag of shit would come out, and then somebody would walk out the door, and then another thing would come out, and they walk out the door, and then finally after it took over 15 minutes.
Probably more than that.
No, it was somewhere. I mean, it was at least 15 minutes. It was over somewhere 15 to 20. I don't remember exactly. To get 2 quarter pounders, 2 fries, and we got our Cokes right away because it's self-serve.
Sure.
But,
they can give you the cup.
yeah. At one point, we got done, and we were the only 2 left, and it still took like 7 more minutes for us to get our shit. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? There was people working.
Yeah.
There was people, like, it
Yeah.
looked like productive, but I'm like, how can it could be just so inept,
Yeah.
that
I
I go to
don't-
most places, and I just knock that shit out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Wendy's is pretty good about it. Most Arby's are pretty good about it. That you can hit a McDonald's. That one by us. Holy shit. That Burger King, I'm done. I won't even go there. I won't even go. Not because of the time it takes, which is ridiculously long, but because you'll just get a stale bun.
Yeah.
Or someone that I don't know who made it, if they were having a contest, who can blindfold themselves the longest and make these fucking burgers. It's like, what is this? This doesn't even, it's like a joke. I wanted to start a website at one point going, this is what they advertised and this is what I got. I think someone has finally done that
Yeah,
and
it's
has
out
that
there
website.
for sure.
I've been thinking about that for 20 years.
I actually got a burger one time where both buns were upside down.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is that fucking with me? Or is
Yeah.
that something that, like, are they doing that on purpose? Or is it's like literally so fucking bad that they just threw the bun on and both of them were upside down. Like the white part was out on both sides.
I had one, I think I talked about this on the show. It was at that McDonald's, and the guy's like, I ordered double cheeseburgers, right? 2 double cheeseburgers or something, and they give me the, what's the one? They're like, yeah, man, the one's $1. And I'm like,
Like
yeah.
the McDouble or whatever that one is.
The McDouble, yes. Which the difference between the McDouble and the double cheeseburger is they both come with 2 patties. But the McDouble comes with 1 piece of cheese, and the double cheeseburger comes with double cheese.
That's why it's $1.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that one's $1. They're like, you want this one for $1? I was like, no, I want the double cheeseburger for $1.50, whatever it is. I go there and I'm like, open it up and it says the McDouble, and I'm like, dude, I want the McDouble. He's like, nah, it's a double cheeseburger. And I'm like, no,
Got
it's
two
not.
patties.
I'm like, I hand it back to this dude, and I swear to God, the guy goes, it's double cheeseburger. He opens it up and then pulls the bun and the meat across apart to show me with his fingers. And I went, you're not really going to hand that back to me now. He's like, what? It's a double cheeseburger. I was like, oh. You know, and now I'm like getting to the point where we're reaching that level where he's going to wipe his ass crack with the bun on another, if I make him get another one.
Yeah, you're not, just eat it. Go, not eat the burger, literally. Eat
I
the
waited
money
on another
and go.
one. I waited on another
here.
one, but I know it's fast food. I mean, but it's just so.
You ate a pube.
I probably did. I probably did. Anyway, moving on to other things.
Okay, wait, speaking of food.
Oh, there you go.
Hamlin
This
Pubs.
won't happen at Hamlin
no,
Pubs,
Hamlin
I
Pubs
promise
will
you
not
that.
put pubes in your food. They do it right.
Pubes in your feud.
Yeah, they're inviting you to their 6 Metro Detroit locations. Come enjoy Hamlin Pub's great food, drinks, and atmosphere. Whether you're watching the game with your buddies or out for a meal with the family, it's always a great time at our Rochester, Clarkston, Chesterfield, 2 Shelby Township locations, and where's the new one?
Richmond.
Oh, stop! Yeah, the boy nailed it.
Good job, Pete.
I love some Richmond. There.
God, we've done a handful of stories over the years on fraternities, and does anyone want fraternities still open? Like, who is it that's on team fraternity outside of like rich white kids?
Fraternity guys.
Frat guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to plenty party.
They don't want
Yeah.
that to end. Are you kidding me? Those
Right.
people. Those people. When you say who, the people that have had legacies and they go and their dad and grandpa
Yeah.
was there and now they're there and they had these made for friends that are going to give
Can we
them.
be on? I know they want to make you believe it's about
No,
giving back to the community and
Oh,
doing doing charity work and charity drives and
no,
blah blah
it's
blah.
not.
Dude, it is a cover for Boys Will Be Boys drinking to excess club.
Sure.
That's it,
And
right?
No, and getting jobs in the future and having these hookups to jobs
Right.
in the future.
The brotherhood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it bonds you for life and all that kind of stuff. But there's just too many times we see these. Have you ever been to frat parties? E? You probably have. Have you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have. I mean,
I really was expecting to go, fuck no. You know,
No,
like you've never been to a
I
school
stumbled.
dance.
I
but-
stumbled into a few back when I had friends going to state.
Sure.
I
Okay.
mean, they probably weren't like the whatever ends, but I mean, I was in places where I was drinking a beer out of a keg and
Right.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Do you have video of this one? Texas State University student left with brain damage after being attacked by a Pi Kappa Phi fraternity members. Nicholas Panagiotopoulos, we'll just call him Nick from now on.
Yeah.
Said us, like 6 dudes jumped him, at least half dozen of them, of this fraternity in San Marcos, Texas. This goes back to October 27th. He lives right across the street from the frat house. He's not a frat guy. He was walking about 2:30 a.m. headed home.
That is such a weird
When he was attacked.
situation. Like
Oh, I know, the neighborhood houses
Yeah, like
that are
they're
just
like there's
there.
a frat house, but then there's just people living there next to these
Yeah.
parties.
Frat members mistakenly believed he was a member of a different frat. Oh no! So we gotta start heckling and taunting him, harassing him, and he tries to run away. Well, that's not going to work. So they set upon him and beat him unconscious, and then left him there on the ground with brain damage.
Wow.
Cell phone footage was captured by a
when
woman.
frats become like gangs?
I think they've
Don't
always.
make a move. Fuck that guy.
It's not something that happens when the frat is sober.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
2:30 in the morning, and you've got a bunch of charged up 22-year-olds, males, drunk, and they see someone mistakenly think he's from the fucking Pi Kappa Dick Lickers group, and let's beat his ass. And it just takes one
Yeah.
to rile the group up.
Get that mob mentality.
Totally. We've seen it. We've seen the mob mentality. And so anyway, the woman has heard, leave him alone, and I'm calling the cops. So he has a fractured skull, brain damage. He's now filed a lawsuit against the frat seeking $1 million. I hope he gets 10 times that.
Sure.
I don't know if that $1 million is just the base, because a lot of times it'll say seeking damages of $50,000, and that's just the amount to get it to this level of the court. It can be much more than that. I've learned that from Jay over the years. So anyways, you have the video there, E?
Dude, all it took is that one big guy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Uh-oh. There it goes.
Holy shit. Good girls. We need to do something. Hey, we need to do something.
trying to run away.
Hey! You need to leave the fuck alone! We're calling the cops! Hey! Leave the fuck alone! Let them
Fucking
know!
animals, man.
Let them
Right?
know! Enough! 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 Get them the fuck away! Get away!
You know, and you don't want to jump in and break that up when you've got a mob of guys.
No, generally no.
I mean, you don't at 2:30
you don't
in the
know what
morning.
that's-
You
yeah.
know
Yeah.
what's probably going on here, and the minute you push one of those brothers,
Oh yeah, if you're
You know,
if it's
unless
just you're going down with it. You're
Yeah.
gonna be laying right next to him and sharing an ambulance. But it's just crazy. I beat some ass in my day, but it never like
you've never beaten. Well,
like
yeah,
well,
you
I mean, but
probably
not
have,
like
but
dude's out. Like you're not gonna sit there and like that's the part that blows my mind. You see these videos of people where the guys like already knocked the fuck out. People
Yeah.
are just walking by, kicking them, stomping them,
In the
throwing,
face.
dropping cinder blocks on their head. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
it's,
like
it's
it's a different
mind-blowing.
level. But
it's mind blowing. The mob mentality and also the like. I get it. You're drunk. You do something stupid. You know, get into a fight. You shouldn't. I've been in plenty of fights I should not have been in.
Yeah.
You know, but this idea of like you say knocking someone out and then guy runs up and bang kicks him in the face. You're
Yeah.
like, dude, that's attempted murder.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Should be,
That
anyway.
that could easily kill a guy. How many times we've seen it? Guys go to jail for many, many years,
Yeah.
hit a guy, blindside a guy, and he's out on his feet, and then
Yep.
smacks his fucking head off the cement and dies. You know, it's like, how do you not know when you're the third guy in to boot a guy in the face that it's just I don't know if it speaks to me it speaks to the greater ills of society. Like, where did humanity of any level go? And the question is, was it always like that? You just didn't see it as much. You didn't record
Well,
it.
part of
and
it, yeah, I'm
You
sure.
didn't see outside, unless it was a massive national story. You didn't really see what was out of your local community
Yeah.
papers.
everything's recorded these days. So yeah, you see a lot more of it, and it makes the new. You know, even if you would have, that's the thing. If you would have heard that story years ago, it wouldn't have resonated like watching that video. You know, like
Yeah,
that dude
but-
jumped in critical condition. You're like, oh,
Remember this-
what'd he say? Who did he piss off? What girl did he fuck? You know,
Remember the story going around, and please do not say any names here
never.
at all.
No, I'm very discreet.
No, and I'm very serious about that. There was a story that in our high school that went around about a girl that was like ganged up on, and there was maybe some fruit involved or vegetable.
Vegetable. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm talking
No,
about.
allegedly.
That story was shocking to the core, and I know people
Mm-hmm.
have seen that video. Statute of limitations had probably run out. I wasn't even going to that school when that apparently happened.
Yep.
And destroyed that girl's life.
Mm-hmm.
But that story was shocking to the core. If we pulled up a story and it was like, yeah, girl was fucked by 8 guys with a carrot or a broom, we'd be like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, it wouldn't even shock you that much
Right.
anymore. You know what I mean? It would just be like a normal news day. That's sad to me, and I don't.
But again, I think that I really look at. I'm not saying that things haven't escalated on some level, but I really don't believe that's as nearly as much as we think. I just think that you didn't get the news. You got the
Didn't
just
see it as
great
much.
free. Well, not just see it, but you got the free press. You got the
Yeah.
Oakland Press, and that was it. You didn't. Most people didn't. Maybe got a USA Today,
Right.
and those stories didn't get internet clicks where there's round stop refreshing, round stop, nonstop, all that stuff. So like when you. I think
true.
round stop works. So
Yeah, if you didn't hear,
Yes.
What
Well,
Krim
hey,
didn't
I
tell
think-
you
I
at
think it can
7.
work.
You don't want the listener to be trying to figure out the math problem in their head about what you just said, though. So round
I
stop.
didn't mean to, but
I know,
I
but
think
when
it
you
does
said
work.
round stop, it took me out of the story, and like you meant nonstop. But that's okay.
Yeah,
We
whatever.
don't need
But
to
my point is
focus on
like, yeah. But my point is, I look. I'm not saying that there's not more.
Well, I'll tell
or
you
less,
guys-
but I don't.
I'll tell you guys, I think I'm right, at least partially. Obviously, we've got a much more vain society and much more me. I want to be on video. Look
Yeah,
at me,
100%.
World Star, YouTube.
Sure.
Like everybody wants to be a star and whatever. So you've got that aspect of it for one. The other is, like I've said before, when working for the Drew and Mike show, like we would get shit in the mail. Like, hey, my mom sent me this news clipping. She's in Oregon, and this guy fucked his dog, and it made the papers. And would send it, but we wouldn't see that. Wouldn't be in USA Today,
Right.
Free Press, or anything like that.
Internet and all that, and
So-
social media now, the way stuff spreads like wildfire.
Crazy videos of sex shit, or faces of death. I mean, people would mail that stuff to us.
Yeah, dude.
And
Now you can
so-
do it with a click of a button. I mean, just
Right.
a tap of a thumb, and you can share it to the entire
Well,
world.
and not only that, but these places that want to be distributing news need stories all the time.
Yeah.
So they're
24-hour
searching
news
for
cycle.
these
Yeah.
things, whereas before they probably wouldn't have been searching as hard for that stuff.
True.
Yeah, well, so these fraternity guys, the student is this was 2 months ago, so October 27th, coming up on 2 months. He's still recovering from trauma to his spine and skull. Requires a wheelchair to get around. Good-looking guy. When I saw him, they had him there. He looked like a proper put-together dude. Athletic. And it's like here he's in a wheelchair now. He's a senior in college, unable to finish his schoolwork. Has spent months in the hospital. Advised to skip Christmas with your family back in New York this year. You can't be traveling.
Go, yeah.
What's lost in all this is Nick lives right next door to the frat house, so he's constantly reminded of it. The $1 million lawsuit accuses the frat of failing to take responsibility for the mob of guys outside the building. They've also criticized the frat's history of encouraging heavy drinking. The attack was precipitated by a culture within the frat that encourages drinking, bullying, violence. That's every frat I've ever
know,
For the most part,
heard
yeah.
of, And I know some people will take issue with that. I know we have friends that are, love their frat brothers to death. But culture was pretty much like that. That's what I remember going up there.
most part,
Of course they
Pounding
you know what,
8 kegs.
Right. So what if they loved them? Just because you made friends through this weird fucking way, I'm sure the friendship you made and they have with that person is real. But like you said, it doesn't mean that this wasn't the culture and the heavy drinking. That's every fucking frat, right? Like,
Were these guys charged with this 2 months ago? I mean, obviously they know who they are.
Well,
They know
they
where it came from.
They suspended the frat, or they suspended the frat immediately after the attack.
what does that even mean, by the way? You know what I mean?
I know.
It's
I
like,
know.
okay,
That's their home. Do they have to move out of their home, or do they just lose
No, they go on double secret probation.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to have a party at the end of spring.
right.
Is that what it is? The frat was later banned for 4 years after they were found to have been hazing new guys coming in.
Sure.
So
Why don't they ban all frats? There's like every frat is going to haze new initiative. Like,
what is Hell Week? I mean, Hell Week is like, hey, the whole school's coming back a week early to beat the shit out of each other.
I think the thing is that hazing is probably okay on some level. It's when you start taking broomsticks up the ass and stuff like that might cross the line.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff about
Which is weird. I don't know why that's always a thing. Like, I'm glad I didn't do a frat. I didn't take a broomstick up the ass or any of that kind of stuff. But I understood, you see it all the time. It's the funniest thing. That's what. Oh, I bumped a button. I hit my leg.
Troy.
That's what it always is when you hear hazing incident. You're like, it came up the other day, and somebody was like, yep, somebody went.
Yep.
I don't understand why that's a thing, though.
Well, I don't either, because it's humiliation. It's humiliation. Remember, Ian, we did a story a few years ago. It's my favorite story of all time.
I love it.
These guys, this black guy, and there was like 3 black dudes, and they were welcoming a new guy into the gang. And so these 3 black dudes are beating on another black dude.
Yeah.
And wasn't that the story, E?
I was thinking of something different.
Okay.
You gotta get
Well,
jumped in, man.
they're like, yeah, we got to beat him in, and he's got to fucking do this. Brah. They're all, yeah. I say we kick his ass. Yeah. They start kicking his ass.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember it being anything with black guys. I thought
Yeah,
it
it was
like
black
a fight.
guys.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. And then the one guy, the main guy's like, yeah, let's hold him down and beat his ass. And they're like, yes. I say we hold him down and suck his dick. Yeah. Wait, what?
To prove that he's gay.
We're gonna have him suck our dicks? No, man, we're gonna suck his dick and prove he's a faggot. He's like,
That'll
all
prove
right,
it.
man. Hold on, bro. It's like, yo, dude, you just want to suck dicks, man.
Apparently,
Let's
yeah.
suck his dick and prove he's a homo. Yeah. Wait, what? That was my favorite one.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, it was just
see that
so
coming.
outrageous. They had some of them they're talking about, and I don't know where the line's drawn. And certainly drunk 22-year-olds don't draw the fairest lines in the sand about
Generally.
responsibleness. It's like put these guys, make them get shit-faced drunk, put them down in a basement that's pitch black, put a strobe light on, and have them blindfolded and doing a 500-piece puzzle, putting it together.
It's like their own little hierarchy.
Yeah,
too.
that bonds us for life, man. I'll take a bullet for that guy.
Yeah.
He picked up cherry seeds with his butt cheeks and dropped them into an open glass. It was amazing. Yeah, these guys elephant walked. We all held each other's dongs and walked across the street like assholes.
I know.
Guy sat on a broomstick for me, man. I took a bullet for him. Like, where is it?
Yeah.
Where's that connection?
And that's what's going to be the death of the fraternity. Eventually, they'll all just go away, probably.
Dude, I don't know, because the people that are in those fraternities usually do pretty well in life.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot of power behind 'em, sure.
they're very, very white. They're very, very,
Connected.
Nah, I don't believe
and-
that at all. There's probably, I would almost say there's probably more black fraternities than white.
What? Get out
Come
of
on,
here.
dude. You know
Where?
like Omegas and all that shit. That's where they're. Come on, man. That's
But
what
think
they
about.
do.
I'm just thinking number balance wise. There would have to be way more.
Why is there more white people in college? Is that
Yeah. Yes. And in society,
maybe?
I don't think that's that far of a stretch.
I don't know the numbers, but
And maybe black fraternities are just behaving themselves because I don't
maybe
see them in the
maybe
fucking
it's
stories.
equal. But I'm just saying that there's a lot of black.
When you think of a
fraternities, too.
fucking fraternity, you think of a white shirt, button up. You think of khakis and a fucking that checkered tie or whatever it's called. You know.
Yeah.
At Grambling,
Anywhere. God damn it.
at Michigan,
Morehouse.
yeah, wherever.
Yeah, what I'm talking about the ones you see in the news.
Okay.
So maybe the black
Well,
fraternities
maybe
are
they're
just
not
behaving
putting
themselves.
They're probably not putting broomsticks up the butt, and good for them.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And their life experience is probably a whole lot different
Yeah.
than these other kids, knowing that they're not just, a lot of this is entitlement.
for
Mommy and
sure.
daddy
Oh, yeah.
can get me out of whatever.
True.
Not many black kids probably feel like that. Like, we can fucking shove broomsticks in asses. No one's going to.
Well, like I said, it's their own little world, their own little hierarchy of the president and all that stuff. And they almost govern themselves, until they
Yeah.
step way out of line, and the
Yeah.
the university steps in and punishes them. But
And it's not until someone makes a fucking media report
Yeah.
that anyone's out of line. Because I've seen some pretty out of line shit at the schools. And,
or it gets videotaped and shared online and all
Yeah.
that. That's when
Yeah.
that's when it happens.
Speaking of college students, still, they've only got the one arrest. Have you seen the Tess, I guess, Majors? She was at Barnard College in New York and was
Oh.
stabbed to death in the
Yeah,
park.
in the park, right? Yeah,
Were we doing that story?
we did that. It was the last
Okay.
one Sunday. We did that. Whenever.
Their family is livid, and I don't blame them. I mean, beautiful girl. Do you have pictures of her, the other day? Freshman.
I mean, I hate to be. Does
What?
it matter that she's beautiful? Like,
Yeah, I see her. You can see all the life in an 18-year-old girl,
well, what
student.
if she was fat and
Right? Would it be
ugly?
less
I mean,
tragic if
well,
she
then
was
you wouldn't
unattractive?
date her under any circumstance,
But what, I
Beautiful
don't-
girl. You're the one that discriminates against fat people, not me.
I don't.
I am a
discriminate.
fat people.
I don't. Okay, I know, but I don't know.
I think she's cute.
Sure.
More pictures, not
Fair.
that one. That's an
Yeah.
ugly picture.
Although, hold on. Wait, leave that. No, let's leave that one right there. Go back. You got to pick one.
Mom?
I'm
Going
thinking.
after
I'm
Mom?
going. I'm thinking I'm going mom.
You know
there.
what? This is not what we were supposed to do.
Oh,
with this
sorry.
story.
Well, carry on. You put the picture up, not me. But you're
No,
talking
I
about
didn't-
how hot she is, and I'm saying
I
I
didn't
might take
say
the
how
mom.
hot she was. I said
Oh,
cute.
sorry.
And then
Wow.
Eve got all fucking bent out of shape like he's
didn't
doing,
get- I didn't-
challenging me all the time.
didn't get
Like
bent
I'm
out
some
of shape.
creep that doesn't care about fat
She's
people.
cute. Mom's
That's
hot.
not what
Go
I
ahead.
said, but
Keep going. Find better pictures. Him, fuck him.
Great.
No.
Good stuff.
No.
This is
No.
riveting.
No. Keep going.
this was the same article I had last time. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, look at that. Green hair. No, not that one.
Still mom.
Yeah. More.
All right. Well, all right. Where are we going with this? She's cute. She's
Well,
dead.
the police union, Ed Mullins, he's the NYPD union president. And I don't know why they do this, but he's catching a lot of shit. He said on a radio show, he said an 18-year-old college student at one of the most prestigious universities is murdered in a park. And what I'm understanding, she was in the park to buy marijuana. And you think about that. We don't enforce marijuana laws anymore. So he's going to go down the cop road of like, you're not letting us police any of this stuff. Well, it's being legalized everywhere.
Yeah.
First off, Mr. Mullins, really. We're basically hands off on the enforcement of marijuana. So here we have a student murdered by a 13-year-old. We have a common denominator of marijuana.
Wait, he was 13?
Yeah, the kid they have
I
in
missed
custody.
that part. Yeah. Oh, shit.
My question to the people of New York City is, why is this happening? And so this is on a radio program, and so a number of defense attorneys are like, writing on social media.
Yeah.
The mayor, of course, de Blasio, you piece of shit. You're probably more the reason that this is going on in these parks than anyone. Mayor Giuliani had that pretty cleaned up in New
Yeah,
York City.
well.
A lot. So anyways, so they're like, a number of defense attorneys, criminal justice reform advocates have slammed him on social media. Scott Hetchinger, public defender in Brooklyn, said Mullins' fear-mongering argument makes no sense. Assuming it's even true that she was there to buy marijuana in a park when killed, legalization would have prevented the need to go to a park. She would have been able to buy from a licensed dispensary with surveillance footage.
True.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
is a very good point. So,
Well,
yeah.
that doesn't necessarily. I mean, just because it's legal doesn't mean though she wouldn't rather go. From
Hell yeah,
some-
it's way
Right.
overpriced at a
Right.
dispensary.
Yeah,
You
it's
pay
twice
way
as
too
much.
much, man.
Yeah.
The black market's almost going to be bigger.
And do you really want to live in a country where you can't go into a park and buy some weed?
Yeah, well,
I mean, come on.
you're going into what's it like daytime, 5 in the afternoon or something weird like that?
Yeah,
Or
it was like 3:30. The kids had just gotten out of middle school.
yeah.
And so the
Obviously,
kid,
he was he killed her.
well, he saes he didn't, but his buddies did. So there's 2 other guys they
that
brought
fucking
in.
rat, that
right?
little narc bastard.
Yep. He is there being grilled with his parents present. Imagine.
Of course.
Like we've all been in the principal's office.
Yeah.
Imagine being in the fucking sergeant's room, trying to explain away a murder your boys committed.
All right, well, wasn't that far.
So anyways, 13-year-old Detective Vincent Signoretti testified that the boy said his 2 friends grabbed her, put her in a chokehold, and robbed her. And the teen said he did not stab her. He allegedly watched his friend slash her with a knife and saw feathers flying out from her down feather coat.
Yeah.
Goose down ruined America. Yeah, stabbing her so much. Stabbed her in the neck, face, chest,
Armpit.
armpit.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, that's a
Dude,
defensive wound.
I mean, what? It comes as hundreds gathered in the park for a vigil honoring her. And of course, it's like Congress Assemblywoman,
Yeah.
Inez Dickens called on the city's authorities to enforce more proactive presence in the park. City Councilman Mark Levine, harump, can't wait to get on a soapbox and
Right.
what? There's 1,000 people gathered. More a vigil, asshole, not a politics.
That's 1,000
platform.
voters.
Dude. People are yelling, "Oh, no political values, please. This is a vigil." Rightly so. Can these people just go away?
It fits their agenda.
It's just terrible.
It's tragic, and it happens. I mean, it's not. It happens. People die all the time.
I know.
It's funny how you want to pick and choose sometimes of which
Well-
ones matter more than the others.
Very true.
The white ones. The white ones matter a lot more.
Oh, hey.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying you see it in the news.
It definitely gets more coverage. But
More coverage. And when she looks like that in the pictures they posted, nice,
yeah.
some of them, E can't find those apparently, but whatever.
Right? Go to her Insta. Come on, E.
Yeah, and now, they're all taking this up. Mayor de Blasio, "Oh, this is outrageous that you would say some victim shaming, really." Oh, these politicians make me sick.
Can happen anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
And
And here's the reality. Here's the reality of politicians and, guys like that. Mayor Bloomberg, right? He's New York's mayor for a long time. He's a billionaire, multi-billionaire. He's the one that wants to ban Coca-Cola from the city and, straws and big gulps and all that shit.
That's pretty woke.
Running for president, right? And he can fund his own campaigns.
Yeah.
He's a law firm. He started a law firm and stuff like that, I think. I think it was a law firm, yeah. And so, yeah, he's a candidate now for president, but he's subject of a number of lawsuits which claim a culture of harassment and discrimination at the company he founded. And so people are like, well, since he's running for president and wants to be taken seriously, maybe you should know this. Bang. And then it's like, oh, what was going on over there?
Well, in this point, yeah. I wonder how much of that stuff is just bullshit political garbage. You know what I mean? That maybe it's legitimate, maybe it's not. I don't know.
you've
But
got a
it's so
lawsuit-
funny about how some of this stuff comes out, the time that these things come
Oh,
out.
dude, I would grab her by the pussy.
Yeah.
I would down her like a bitch.
Right.
Like those were known for months and
Yeah.
then dropped 2 days before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strategic.
It's by the media, which is pathetic if you think about it. You got the bullet, fucking fire it. You don't wait till it's works best for your thing. Get the information out.
Yeah.
Your job is to report news, not make it fit an agenda.
Back like the Kavanaugh stuff. Maybe it was real, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But it's just you question all the timing on some of that stuff, how that comes out.
there's no
ironically
doubt.
now. Oh, yeah.
And that one, I'm almost positive that the judge one, Kavanaugh, that accuser Ford,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blasey Ford, that was not that memory was brought back through
Sure.
some sort of hypnosis or therapy sessions that brought that
Or
memory
bought.
to life. Yeah, yes.
Bought and paid for,
Yes,
perhaps.
a hardcore lifelong Democrat who hated
yeah.
Trump.
She may be set for a while.
What do they call it? It's like a lot of people are like, this is bullshit science. This kind of recessed memory.
yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Blah, blah, blah. That's apparently what she was doing, 30 years after the fact. And so who knows, whatever. But when you've got 70 people in a class action, usually there aren't 70 women at a company.
That's fair, yeah.
And we know the culture of guys, how they can be. And so they've had multiple lawsuits over the years, Bloomberg. The U.S. District Court of Manhattan dismissed claims from the EEOC. This is back in 2007. Largest lawsuit in 2007, claiming the company discriminated mostly against moms and pregnant women. Yeah. So they have this lawsuit filed by 70 different women, and the EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, takes this to the courts, and the court's like, I don't have enough evidence here, sorry, and they dismiss it. Said that the women alleged that they have their pay cut, be excluded from big meetings, be demoted, but the suit was dismissed after not enough statistical evidence. Some women are told, you are not committed, you do not want to be here because of the extra demands being placed on their time as new parents. You can totally see that. Yeah. If you're at a law firm and you got guys working round the clock, traveling, I know what Jay's day was like, and if you got some chick that's like, I need 6 months off from maternity leave, they're like, you're not as committed.
You could have it all off.
Yeah, you could have it all off. And it sounds harsh. It's like Bloomberg apparently said, it's like stealing money from Mike Bloomberg's wallet.
Oh.
Referred to himself as a third person.
Yeah, one person said, referring to women at the company went on maternity leave, it's theft, they should be arrested.
Oh my God.
Wow, yeah, that's not going to go over well.
I think you can have.
This is going to go even worse.
Okay.
I'm just telling you right now, this is going to get darker and worse.
Oh boy.
How about this one? 1990s lawsuit filed. One pregnant woman was alleged to have been told to have an abortion. He told me to kill it. In a serious monotone voice.
Was it his?
That's a good point. If it's his, he's got to say, maybe.
I mean, just saying.
I asked, what? What did you just say? He looked at me and repeated in a deliberate manner, kill it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Mr. President, kill it.
This is, so he's obviously pro-choice then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The atmosphere was toxic and harassing, locker room atmosphere that was sexually harassing atmosphere. If Mr. Bloomberg is running for president, I think public needs to know what actually happened in this business. It's his company, his business. He frames the atmosphere. The discrimination lawsuit was settled out of court. In another lawsuit in 2016, Bloomberg was accused of breeding a hostile work environment. In that lawsuit, a woman alleged she'd been raped by a fellow employee while she was drunk and then became dependent on drugs that were hidden around the office for her.
What? Jesus. What? That's a weird turn. There's like discrimination, like we didn't get paid and we're getting, we're.
They told me to
had
go home
babies
because I was pregnant.
Right? Got raped and like roofied. That's. Here, have another Oxy. You're going to love this.
Yeah, put some behind the planter. You'll see it over there. You know
How
where
is
the water
that?
cooler is, sweet tits?
That's a pretty crazy allegation. I didn't.
Yep.
see that
That
one
was settled out of court, so he's paid something for it.
Yeah.
Mr. Bloomberg encouraged this type of sexist behavior, sexually charged behavior. He's notoriously sexist, and hostile work environment has been well documented. 1996 dinner party. It's alleged. ABC reports how it's alleged to have he announced to colleagues gathered around a table.
Oh boy.
I'd like nothing more in life than to have Sharon Stone sit on my face.
Wow. All right.
He got up at a dinner party.
It's his company, man. If he wants Sharon Stone to sit on his face and wants to let everyone know,
Hang on.
I would love to see
Attention
it.
to the office,
What year
please.
was this?
96.
All right, that's fair.
So that's
Let's
it.
make
That is
sure this
fair.
wasn't the 2016 meeting. It's a big difference which Sharon Stone we're talking about.
Yeah, where are we at?
On the
96?
timeline
Are
on
we?
here. This is probably right about the Basic Instinct. is that
Basic
what it was?
Instinct
Yeah,
leg
the
spread.
spreader.
Yeah. I think every man in America, if he's honest with himself,
Fair, right.
wanted Sharon Stone to sit on his face.
I still would like to
I don't
see
think that's
that.
chargeable. I think that's
like
fair.
To see that video though, like they're hitting. Like when did it happen in the dinner? Like was it before? Like after?
I'd like to make
the
a toast.
Waiting for the dessert, or was it like? I mean, he just gets
Right.
up.
At a 1996 dinner party, ABC reports how he's alleged to have announced to colleagues who were gathered around a table, "I'd love nothing more in life than to have Sharon Stone sit on my face." See,
Yeah, right.
some
Is that
people
like,
you know,
like an announcement, or is that just in conversation?
That's right, you're right, 'cause if
like,
it's just-
hey, did you see Basic Instinct? Yeah, man, that Sharon Stone, one hot piece
No.
of ass. I'd like to have her shit on my face.
Right. If
It's a
you're
little out of context then. Hey, excuse me. I'm going to have your attention, please.
Well, isn't there a big difference between was overheard stating versus announced?
Well, that's fair. That's
When
fair.
I hear
Wow.
announced to the table,
Yes,
the people gathered at
there's
the
a big
table.
difference on who wrote the story.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what that. It depends still on what the
If
table
us
is.
three are at a party and it's kind of loud, a lot of people talking, and I was overheard saying to Troy, "Oh man, I'd love to have Sharon Stone. Nothing more in life I'd like than to have Sharon Stone sit on my face." And I'm not saying that because it's not true today. But if it was like we're sitting there and I'm like, I just announced to the whole
No, the
table,
difference is who
"Whoa."
said it. Hold on. If there's 8 of us sitting around, and one of the 8 of us report that, you announced it to us. If the ninth person standing over my shoulder heard it, he overheard it.
Is it worthy of going and filing suit if you just overheard 3 people having a conversation about Sharon Stone sitting in
Well,
Michael
I mean, I would
Bloomberg's
assume
face?
that in reality there was probably a bunch of other things, and for whatever reason, this was something that the person saying that would be, dude, I know I can have 3 people that saw this one. Maybe there was other things that didn't have witnesses to, and this is like,
We're getting held up here in the weeds because
Okay,
there's more to get
Yep,
to.
keep going. Sorry.
Bloomberg would gawk at women, say things about their legs. He'd walk by and he's like
Leg
that.
man.
Man, I like that. Yeah.
man, I like that. Wow. I don't know.
He defended his attitude by saying it keeps him young. So, yeah, it keeps me, see this hot ass. Look at the gams on that one. I like that.
I like that. I like that.
Give some of that.
Following the example and leadership of Bloomberg, his dominant male culture allows sex to permeate the company's work environment on a daily basis. So he was so famous for just chauvinistic statements and comments that as a birthday gift for Bloomberg in 1990, it consisted of a 32-page book of one-liners compiled by his workers entitled The Portable Bloomberg, The Wit and Wisdom of Michael Bloomberg.
Oh, no.
Can you get copies of this?
I want to. They have a couple examples. Yeah, if women wanted to be appreciated for their brains, they'd go to the library instead of Bloomingdale's.
Bloomberg.
That's page,
Deep thoughts.
yeah. Make the customer think he's getting laid when he's getting fucked.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That's another one.
Sure.
If anyone has a copy of
Oh,
the
I'm
Michael
sure it'll come out. Oh,
Bloomberg,
I'm sure it'll come out. Somebody's got them, and I'm sure it'll come out for his right before the primary, probably.
he claims he doesn't remember these.
Oh.
Now, he was asked recently. But
That is the worst.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of that, Your Honor.
So there's other lawsuits, including, I mean, and a lot of these go back a long time. This one goes back to October 2019. So,
Yeah, it's way back.
you know, it's, I mean,
It's a culture.
so, and this guy was an employee, says he was fired while he was going through cancer treatments.
Oh,
He's a real sensitive guy, does he?
apparently wasn't
Cancer.
very committed.
I don't have time for cancer. in
I'm
this
taking
firm.
money out of Mike, or what's his
He's
name?
stealing from Bloomberg
Yeah,
again.
stealing from
Kill it.
Bloomberg's wallet.
Kill it.
Kill that tumor.
Yeah, no time for cancer at this
Cancer,
firm.
you fucking pussy.
Why don't you grab Fatty McFucking pregnant over there and take her with you? Get the fuck out of here.
Guys,
In a
keep
recent
those billable
statement-
hours up, you know.
Recent statement to the New York Times, Bloomberg's team said the businessman admitted some of what he has said is disrespectful and wrong. He believes his words have not always aligned with his values and the way he has led his life.
Sure.
No, I think they aligned exactly,
His words.
exactly
Probably.
with his beliefs and values.
Yeah.
It's just that when people throw that as the excuse out there, oh, his word, and that one's worse. His words don't align with his
Yeah.
values and stuff. Like, dude, over 30 years of
Right.
Yeah.
It's
not like
something that was taken out of context.
Yes.
I'm sure I didn't really mean. I didn't mean
Sure.
kill it. I mean,
It's
career advice.
in fairness, we know what the workplace was like in the 90s versus today.
Very true. Very
How
true.
fair is it to
To be held
going,
accountable these days for something
Yeah.
that was. I mean, some shit's still out of line, but
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a totally different culture, and that's not taken into account.
People need to really remember that the Me Too movement, people started giving a shit about what women thought or, said 2 years ago. Before that,
That's a weird. Nobody gave a shit.
no, they didn't.
All right.
I could lie to you and be like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
everyone always cared.
Yeah.
No, women were flatly ignored when they complained about, think about how many times women have been fucking ignored over harassment claims.
True, a lot. Yes.
Why would you wear that to the office? What did you think was going to happen? Shit like that. No one gave a shit.
Yeah.
It was like, sweet tits, you got your tits hanging out. What'd you expect? Guys weren't going to grab them? Yeah, of course. You walk around talking like that, hanging out like that, you're going to get fucked. Sorry. I mean, that was the attitude for a lot of people. And rape is really, really, really hard. Evidence goes away quick, and his word, her word.
Yeah.
So this whole thing where, bringing claims up from the 90s, going, that doesn't surprise me that someone will go, my biggest thing in life, man, I love to have Sharon Stone sit on my face.
Yeah.
Like, that would shock me at a company party today if
Right.
someone said that.
Today,
Today.
not then.
Not then.
Especially not right after that movie came out.
Cancer guy getting shit canned in 2019, though. Holy fuck, dude. Wow. He better be an old white guy. That's all I can
probably,
say.
yeah.
No one cares about them.
At this point. Hey, listen to this.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Rich from the Blind Biz here.
Damn, stunning
Don't
voice.
freak out, but the holidays are fast approaching. And let's face it, your blinds are probably in worse condition than Big E's car after his wreck. So unless you want your in-laws to think you're some bigly loser this holiday season, give us a call. We'll hook you up proper, just like we did at Radio for One Studios. We carry all types of blinds, shades, and shutters, offer free shop and home appointments, free installation, and mention TDC will give you 20% off and free cordless option on all cellular shades. So give us a call at 866-246-8875 or check us out online at theblindbiz.com.
In other news, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, has made some comments, appears to be defending the Duke of York. Of course, that's Prince Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these guys step in it so much. These, you know, whenever people are asking you a lot of cameras and, you know, on-camera questions, and they want you to answer for what someone else has done, get your opinion on it, and you're frocked, you know, you're frocked up proper.
Yeah.
You got the collar on, and it's like, ugh. So, someone was asking if the royals have a duty to live up to a higher moral code. And he said, everybody makes mistakes. Everyone's human. You know, it's true. He added the country should not ask the royals to be superhuman saints, saying he was astonished at what a gift they are to this country. Well, I don't know about that. They seem like a lecherous...
A gift?
The gift
Yeah.
that keeps on giving.
Yes. The blue blood gift that will not ever go away.
Ever.
You know, when you've got a fucking 63-year-old man getting a $250,000 allowance from mommy every year.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
know?
Like, I understand that they're humans for sure, and they should not be held as if they're like saints. But when your life is just handed $250,000 a year, and you're not even to go to work really and stuff like that, I think that you should. There's nothing wrong with
You represent
that
the public, I guess, the people.
We beat the shit out of politicians in this country.
Yeah.
And you have to elect them. Like they,
Right.
right?
Right.
They just there.
They're just
they
there.
they own you. They run that
Right.
shit
Yeah.
no matter what. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, you might want to fucking tighten it up a
At
little
least,
bit.
okay, we don't have to say be
Perfect.
saints, but
No.
don't
Perfect.
fuck
no.
kids. Can we
Right.
say we
No,
expect them
that's-
not to fuck kids?
I would say that's fair for pretty much everybody.
Because I don't think that's too high of a moral standard.
Right.
How about this,
No,
old man?
yeah,
You
sure.
don't get to fuck underage kids.
Fair.
I mean, dude, you can get fucking laid. Like, that's the other thing. It's not even like this is some hard up dude. I'm sure he can
Right.
get laid by 18-year-old girls all the time if he wants to. I mean,
It's all about what you want,
Pay
eh?
for it, you know,
Sure.
whatever. But
So, following the
what you want?
the
Yeah.
scandal. So this reporter says, following the Prince Andrew scandal, do you think the royal family have to adhere to a higher moral code than the rest of society? So Justin Welby, Archbishop of Canterbury, his quote was, I think generally speaking, they do serve in a way that is extraordinary and what is literally for them a life sentence. I think to ask that they be superhuman saints is not what we should do because nobody is like that. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone's human. You just have to remember everyone is human. Again, not to be a stickler here, but how
Yeah.
about we don't fuck children?
Well, I was an accident. I'm walking with a boner and naked and tripped and fell into that
Is it-
14-year-old.
Again, not sainthood, but can we ask that you not fly to New York and stay at the house of a convicted pedophile for 4 days, and then when asked about it, say, it just seemed more convenient. I just wanted to go there and in person tell him that I can't be friends with you anymore.
Yeah, for 3 days in his apartment.
4 days.
4 days. Sorry,
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me. Excuse me.
Yeah, and he's got fucking nude paintings of kids all around his place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that goes too far. They said his one home.
And we beat the
like,
shit out of like what's the kid? Not Edward. No, what's the kid?
the kid,
Yeah, the
Macaulay Culkin.
no, the prince.
Oh, Charles or Prince Anne. Yeah, the redhead fucker and the
that
other one,
whatever.
the bald
Anyway,
one.
you beat the shit out of the
Prince
kid for
Anne.
like flying around the world, like trying to save like the environment. And they go, oh, yeah, but you're flying a jet, asshole.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
this one's
he did wear a Nazi uniform to a party though.
That's fair. You know, it's like
Not that I
blackface.
care. I actually like him of all of them. He seems the most real. He seems smoking and drinking with his boys and stuff. So whatever.
Right.
You know, and when you're not asking that much, when it's like hold them to superhuman sainthood, it's like sainthood's interesting. I mean,
Right. I mean, would murder be okay? Like, I mean, that's
sainthood takes what? It's usually, I mean, rules have been broken a time or two by popes, but 5 years after your death is when you're even eligible for sainthood. You have to prove that you've become a servant of God, show proof of a life of heroic virtue, And this is where it gets really, really tricky.
miracles,
Remember,
right.
the verified miracles.
Yeah.
Attributed to. So this is why they wait 5 years after you're dead, so that people have time to calm down because they are so devastated that you died.
Yeah.
They need to verify 2 miracles, and what that means is after you die, people are praying to you for shit, and it's proof that you were having face-to-face conversations with God and then shooting down and going, yes, fix that atrocity. And if someone goes, yeah, I had cancer 2 years ago, I've been praying every day to Pope so-and-so, they're like, there's one. Clearly, that's a verified miracle. I'm like, no, I don't know if that's, I don't know how you're, how do you know it was her prayers?
Yeah, could have been anybody's.
Could have been, what if Timmy was praying to something?
Could have been that chemo.
Could have been the chemo.
Could have been misdiagnosis.
Right? I had propecia really bad, and then my hair grew back.
It's amazing.
It's a miracle. Or here's the other way you can do it. You could if you can't rack up 2 miracles that are verified, right? It's like, come on. Anyone else been praying a lot that's fixed now?
You can get like
Any one of
5
you?
unverified. That'll get you in the back door.
You can get one verified miracle, right?
Yeah.
Fix someone's cancer. Some kid had a fucking disfigurement disease. Now he's hot. I don't know. So that's your one miracle, and then you can martyr yourself if you're a martyr for God. So that would do it. But then if you're a martyr for the religion, you die for the religion.
How exactly do you do that?
It's harder
Going
these
to a-
days, I guess. Right?
How was it easy back in the old days?
Yeah, I think so. When there was probably more.
So
you go into
would
where it wasn't
Jesus be
accepted
considered a
everywhere.
martyr?
Yeah.
Okay, see, there's a good example.
So if you just die,
Get nailed to a cross.
that's fair. I'll give him that. I'll give you that one. But
So if someone comes out and says, by the way, I didn't say anything at the time, but he cured this disease I had. I had tennis elbow really fucking bad. And it's
so if I go to
cured now.
Iraq as a Christian and I get killed, am I a martyr because I got
mean,
killed for being a
if you're
Christian?
trying to spread
Are
the
you
word,
beheaded
I think.
by
I think you have
Beetle
to be-
John or whatever? Or they cut your head off?
I'm just curious. I'm just wondering what the
I think you have to
stipulations
be
are.
spreading the word. I think you can't just be a Christian. You'd have to be
Yeah,
over there like.
but if you were on a trip, right? If you were there, sent by the church, and you were passing out Bibles
Yeah.
door to door,
Okay, that would count then.
that would
I
count.
think so,
but
yeah.
not just killed for being of that religion.
Right.
That doesn't make
No,
you a
I don't
martyr.
think-
What if you were passing out Bibles in Iraq and just hit by a car?
No,
No?
You're not.
I don't think so.
You have to be killed
I think
for
you have to be-
passing
you
out
have to be
Bibles.
killed, yeah.
So I'm just trying to get the parameters
That's
here.
my opinion. I don't.
What if you're passing out Bibles and you step on an IED?
I already
No.
got the miracle
think that's
down. I got to figure out the
D.
martyr part.
I think you're strict on the martyrs. I think someone would consider that a martyr. He blew himself up handing out Bibles
He didn't. No,
to
he
people
didn't.
that aren't familiar with the religion.
But he did it on accident. He wasn't trying to step on that thing.
How do you know?
Well, that'd be
Why
suicide,
would he
and
be-
God
yeah,
frowns
then he'd be
greatly
fucked.
on that. Now he's fucked. That's not even up for debate. But
All right.
I think he's a martyr if he goes into a war zone and he didn't see the IED. They do bury him, right?
No,
T,
'cause
you've been over there.
You have to be specifically killed by people for your beliefs, and he wasn't killed by.
I would
people
argue
for-
he was killed for his belief. His belief was so strong that he traveled to the Middle East.
But they have to do
try
it
to
actively
teach.
to you. They have to see you and be like, "He's here trying to spread the word. Hang him!" And now he's a martyr.
Okay, all right. So if he's clumsy and doesn't get to that point, fuck
Yeah,
him.
yep.
All right.
I mean, he's gonna still get into regular
Careful,
heaven.
religious martyrs out there.
He's just not going to become a
Yeah.
saint, though. He can get into heaven. He'll be in heaven.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, if he's one click away from sainthood, that's a big deal, dude. That's better than making the
That's
hall.
the funny thing. What does it make a difference once you're up there? I don't understand. Once we
I
get up
don't
there, we're
know.
all
Well, for us
we're all-
down here, like
we're-
St. Pete
Up where?
sounds better than Peter.
Well, I mean, okay. I know what you mean. Like, we don't know where that is. But I'm just saying, like, in the sense of, like, I thought that once you get to heaven, we're all just, reunited with the God and the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and you're there. So what does it matter if you're a saint or not? Like, what are the benefits in heaven?
I think you get to run the show. Like you get a
But
you get a
run the
higher
show how?
position.
Like-
I don't know. You get to be like.
What are the rules in heaven?
We'll find out.
so
I won't. You will. Maybe.
No.
So maybe there's a martyr or a miracle performer on deck. I don't know if this would count. Would like scoliosis, if you fix someone's scoliosis or what do they call that?
Spina bifida.
Spondylitis. Ankylosing spondylitis.
Oh shit.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to have E pull up a picture.
So like a
Hold on,
chiropractor would be a martyr.
No,
a
he'd be
miracle.
performing miracles, perhaps.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to pull this picture up. Now, your natural reaction is going to be to make childish comments about what you're seeing. I want you to all attempt to resist the urge.
Wait, I can't.
I'll show you. Yeah.
I can't make a joke?
You can do anything you want. I'm saying low-hanging fruit. You passed on it
Fair.
earlier, and I
Fair.
took it when he
Fair.
said,
Yeah.
what he said. So a patient dubbed the folding man can finally stand straight again after life-changing surgery to fix his hunched back.
Just going to go ahead and mute my mic now.
Yeah. Li Hua from China, is Hunan province, has lived with his face pressed against his thighs for 28 years.
Lucky son of a bitch.
He's 46 years
I
old.
haven't seen the picture. I had to get that one in early.
So 1991, he's 18 years old after a series of high-risk operations. This year, he's been able to stand completely straight for the first time in 28 years. They hope he'll be able to walk without aid in the next 3 months. So his condition worsened over the last 5 years. He measured only 2'9". Because of his severely curved
wee.
spine. Yeah.
Well, wait, is that him folded in half?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah,
well, that's not the full. You can't fucking judge. I'm like 3 foot if I bend over and touch my toes.
Yeah, I know.
That's not how tall I am.
I know, but they didn't say how tall he is. He measured only 2.9 feet in height because of his severely curved spine. In May, his family came across Professor Tao Hurin, and I'm thinking he could be a miracle. This could be a miracle for him.
Okay.
He's the head of spinal surgery and orthopedics at Shenzhen University General Hospital. He had treated other folding patients, but none case was so severe.
Never heard of a folding patient.
I didn't know that was a thing either.
Folding chair,
Yes.
folding sheets.
Folding sheets. Yeah, folding clothes.
Never a folding patient.
Folding eggs to make an omelet.
Sure,
That
fair
for
enough.
sure?
Yeah, that would work.
There would have been no cure for me without Dr. Tao. He's my savior. My gratitude to him is second only to my mother. Well, it's probably your mother's shit genes that started this whole thing. I'd be reserved with that. His family did not have money to treat him, and he was once a lean teenager, couldn't sit up straight or lie down flat, was completely dependent on his mom, who became his full-time carer. Wouldn't that suck? It's just like, I just do this all the time now because no one can afford to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Are you going to see him?
I hope so.
do you got there?
Keep waiting for you to pull it up.
Well, I thought I was.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh my God! See that lucky son of a bitch.
I mean,
Come on. And he's 18 now.
no, he's 46 now.
Oh, geez. Wow.
This started at 18.
Well, it started at 18.
How many loads to the face do you think this dude's taken?
All of them. I don't know if there's any way around that.
However many he could do. I
Exactly.
mean, whatever the retooling,
Yeah,
his
all of 'em.
retooling situation was.
Dude, even a
Right.
nocturnal emission is going to end up with you waking up to getting
Wow.
a load shot in your face. How does that man take a whiz? He just golden showers himself, right?
Yeah.
Jeff,
I bet he's
that's
able to
literally
move-
like.
I wonder if he's able to move a little.
I was gonna say, yeah,
bit.
that's just absolutely how he is, no matter what. Like he can't. He's not like, hey, look at me, I can do this.
No.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
2 for 9. Imagine, dude,
E,
you
what's-
guys are
what's-
playing this up, obviously taking the blowjob angle. I
What's
expected
90
nothing less.
centimeters? E, how tall is that?
2'9".
2'9".
Yeah.
But see, again, he's not 2'9". I
Well,
disagree with that measurement. I'm just
They're
saying.
going from where his current body position, top to floor, is 2'9"
All right.
currently. They're fixing that. Now, what you're not thinking about is, while his head to dong, distance is
Right there.
He's right there. Anytime he gets rocked, he can just fucking go to town. His face to anus distance is equally close.
True.
And so he'd probably
Yeah.
be farting in his own face all the time.
Yeah, definitely wipe front to back on that. Don't always.
Yeah, if you happen to be one of those unfortunate back to front wipers,
That's not
he's
gonna
getting
work
shit
well.
faced every time he shits.
Yeah.
So regular so-called. He said when he sought medical attention, he was refused surgery on the grounds that any operation would be dangerous. I think it's worth the chance, though. If they go too dangerous, I'm eating my own farts every day and sucking my own dick every day.
Yeah.
What does it matter? If it's too dangerous, just do it. A regular so-called penknife, they call him a penknife patient too, would still be able to lift their head. He couldn't. Mr. Hua would need his spine broken in sections and then straighten out. And this is confusing. Medics also broke and fixed his thigh bones. However, it's unclear why. So there's a possibility they were just like, fuck it, let's just break those and
get
fix
it all
them.
going. Yeah, why not?
I mean, why would you need to break his thigh bones?
I mean, maybe there was some weird way based on how it's been rested this whole time.
Yeah,
there was,
maybe.
like,
Don't you think by the time the story goes to print, Someone could have asked that question. Like, wait a minute, just to be clear here, doctor.
Wait,
Why did you guys need to break his thigh bones? What do you?
I'm just curious. What if he can't reach it? And that's not an Asian joke. I'm just talking angle. Like, what if every time he gets hard, it like just pokes him in the throat?
It just takes an eye out.
Would that be the worst to be like right there and at least and not be able to
Just
blow
trying to-
yourself?
just trying
Would
to-
that be even worse?
Yeah,
Like,
it would be.
Yeah, desperately just trying to get a tongue on it.
Yeah, that would suck.
yes, you couldn't.
The professor that was talking on this, one of the doctors said, of course, he won't be able to do anything too extreme like boxing. Do you think boxing was an option for this gentleman's future? Was that on the table?
Really?
Really? 46-year-old
Go ahead and
man
rule
like
that out.
that? Well, he doesn't want to do anything too extreme. He doesn't want to get into MMA fighting at
Right.
this point. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, but all regular body movements will not be a problem. The hospital described his case as the surgical equivalent of climbing Mount Everest.
Think he's gonna miss it?
I don't fucking-
Can you at least put that option back in? Like I can stand up and I can walk, but if I have to fold back over, I can.
He probably
Is his name Jack? I think?
no.
Look at that.
There he is. Yeah,
Yeah, look at him.
his thighs look great too.
Sure.
I don't know why the fuck they had to break those? So, yeah, I'm sort of confused. I bet with some proper stretching, he might not want to get near that region
Whoa!
ever.
Wait, is
Yeah.
that him pre?
Hell yeah.
What the fuck happened? So that's him before.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Was he
Yeah.
trying?
Right. Yeah.
And then like
Locked
something
in.
horrific went down and then it locked up? Because he's a strapping man right there. That's a young, healthy,
Yeah.
straight up and down man, well over 2'9".
So this is
How do you get to
it's
that point?
ankylosing spondylitis, and I've heard that term before. Rare, and I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but whatever. It's a rare type of arthritis believed to be caused by a faulty gene. Inflammation in the spine makes the back, rib cage, and neck stiff and painful. Yeah. That's the look on the face of a man who's been sleeping with his own penis every night for 28 years.
He's trying to look away from it.
Horrified.
You got to look out the sides. That's why both his eyes are going that way.
Yeah, poor guy. I wouldn't mind a follow-up on the folding man, though, E.
I'd like to know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, speaking of insurance, we all need it, and most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all types of insurance. Auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900. And ask for Brent Wasik at Wasik Insurance.
I'm happy to announce that that police, the man accused of masturbating on the back of a woman while she was shopping with her child at Walmart in the toy section,
Oh,
he has been identified and turned himself in. I wanted to give you guys an update on that. Elias Flores, 19. Elias, you know, this is not the track. This is not the path you want to be on.
no, definitely not. You'd expect that from like some weird, creepy old man, not from a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
I know everybody's situation, I'm not going to judge, but
When they put your picture out there and asking for the public's help and identifying, it's like, dude, you know, I mean.
did they give him the picture like walking in when you're looking up at the camera? They give him the picture like hunched over on her back, like.
No, they wanted to be able to. They didn't want to have like cum face.
I was going to say, do you recognize this O face?
Yeah. Anyone's recognized, it's like they thought about that, and then they were like, putting his O face out there is
Yeah.
probably not the best way to identify him.
That's true.
Funniest way, yes.
Yes, but nobody looks like themselves on the no face.
Exactly. And so yeah, I mean, the details of that story. Masturbating onto the back of a woman while she's shopping with her child in a Walmart toy section.
Yeah, that's a
I
lot.
mean, that's a lot of stuff right there. You know what I mean?
Masturbating onto the back.
If
Does that mean he was
Oh,
touching
Elias.
her back as he did it, or does that mean he just finished on her
I
back?
think he was ghost coming on these people. Just unidentified.
Oh,
Yeah. Just a drive-by.
right.
You know? And if you don't know that you've been cum on, if you're wearing a jacket of some sort and you just
Yeah.
get cum on your back and some guy just goes walking right by you,
Just wow, that's
kind of a fun game if you can
Kind
pull
of,
it off.
yeah, right? It's
you
kind of
know.
impressive, but-
I mean, what do you do? Sit in like a clothing rack, one of those circle things, and get it
just
worked
pop
up?
out.
Just pop out when she's going by.
yeah,
and
because
just
you
try
can't. You got to prep for that. You can't just come out. No pun intended.
And you really do kind of need the pow pow, the bang of a 19-year-old shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One that can take it to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So he is.
Well, it depends on how close you are, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know, the days of tossing a real strong loop.
Not gonna throw it over the
13 to 22. You know what I mean? Like in that real strong. So he's charged with battery and committing a lewd act in the presence of a child 16 or younger.
aisle. Battery.
Yeah,
Seriously?
something from his body hit her body. Oh, wow. So I'm assuming that's battery.
So, I guess if you spit on somebody, is that considered battery?
I think so.
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
that can.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep.
The incident happened 8:30 on a Friday night at a Walmart store. And this is in Winter Haven, Florida. Not a shock to a lot of people.
Of course it is, right?
Yeah. Officers say the man appeared to be looking for someone. Where is that person I'm looking for? Where a woman and a 12-year-old were looking at toys. As the woman's back was turned, the child saw the man just jacking the shit out of it and tossing out of the back of her. When she turned around, he screams. She turns to the distressed child. She asked what was going on and turned around again. The man's gone, just a ghost.
Yeah.
But the kid had to see the final seconds.
I think in like a lineup. You're like, okay, now close your eyes. Moan a little. All right, wave your arm around. Hunch over.
Chief Charlie Bird, not made up. You know, if you're doing the story about a 19-year-old who randomly comes onto the back of a mom with her 12-year-old at a kid's toy store, can you not have the police chief be named Charlie Bird?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Can we? And he's the chief, Chief Chuck Bird.
Of Winter Haven, Florida.
He better be. He better be some relation to Lawrence. That's all I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This situation is absolutely sickening, Chief Bird said. I applaud the child's bravery to speak up and give details that gave information we could get to the media that assisted with the ultimate arrest of this suspect. So you imagine the guys in the interrogation room. Oh, yeah, so slow down, man, slow down. So you saw, what did you actually see? Did you see it like fire from the gun? Did you see him as he was loading it? What did you see? Where did it land on your mom's back? Like tramp stamp area, small of the back? What are we talking?
I wonder how much surveillance footage of this thing there is. Like this entire time in the store, because don't they generally have total coverage of these things most of the time?
It looks like pretty good video there.
Yeah.
Walmart should have. I don't want to see grainy black and white.
No,
at a Walmart.
those are good cameras. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's funny how like Walmart's got great ones, but banks you can't see who the hell just robbed them.
Yeah, I know. It's jewelry store, and it's
It's
like
like
some grainy
4K,
image.
the greatest cameras ever when you get that stuff hanging around. But
Yeah, you see that. You know, a lot of times we were watching that video not that long ago. The escalator, where the guy came up and it's he's in a stride. He's walking and just shits his pants, falls right out the thing, and the next guy coming up the escalator steps square on it and eats shit.
yeah, I did think of you when I saw that. Of course,
I think most people thought of E.
Yeah.
sure.
When that was put out there. And then there was the one, we've seen that too. Grocery stores seem to be a popular place for customers to be waltzing around and just drop something out of their leg. Or squat shit and run.
When you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, I know, right?
Just stay out of this one.
Yeah, you can't judge anybody.
No, I'm
We
not.
know where you
Absolutely
stand.
Not.
can't.
I'm certainly not.
Yeah. God, I did not know we were getting to this point. Honda set to launch a self-driving car in Japan this summer of next year. And it's the Legend sedan. It will boast a level 3 autonomy system, which enables the vehicle to pilot itself for extended periods. Car's going to go for about $91,000, and like, oh, too rich for most people's blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, when the microwave first came out, it was like a fucking G.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it'll
a
come
big
down
deal.
in price. So drivers will be able to with level 3 autonomy, drivers will be able to take their attention off the road for a period of time to use their smartphone or watch television.
Right.
For a period of time or all the time.
Right, exactly. Dude, I saw some guy full on like watching a movie the other day. Like the
Yeah.
phone was up on his thing,
Yeah.
and it just like.
And he's actually driving.
And he was driving and full on watching.
wasn't in a
movie.
Honda.
No,
Dude, I had a Gen 1, the very first Lincoln MKS, the big sedan.
Yeah.
When it first came out, whatever year that was. There's a screen in there, a nice screen,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
your camera behind you and all that shit. it had a DVD player in the front of it. And while it wouldn't let you just pop it in going 80 down the freeway, if you were sitting somewhere, you could watch it. You could just pop in a movie, and I would. I'd have a movie sitting there. You're sitting in the drive-thru
If you
line.
started it before you left, would it keep playing when you were driving?
I don't know. I do know. Before I turn that lease in, though,
Yeah.
because it's not something you use that often. It's more of a fucking, like, yeah, check out what I can do.
You left that porn DVD in there?
Yeah, right? They disabled it before I fucking turned the lease in.
Really?
Like
Oh, yeah.
remote,
They were
like
all right,
remotely.
Yeah, fuck that. We're
They're
done.
like,
Mistake.
oh, yeah.
Mistake.
What were we thinking? And then I think they made a law that it had to be like in the headrests so the driver can't see it.
Yeah.
Right,
so you see
right.
that in trucks now all the time
smart.
with kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it wasn't that just a few years ago. They were like, well, let's throw a DVD player in.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Right.
So, so it's not a surprise you're saying that this is happening in Japan first because they passed laws in this past September allowing these autonomous level 3 cars on the road.
I think my
Self-driving.
mom's Lincoln's got the same with the like cruise control. If you set the cruise, it'll not only like self-adjust with the in front of you.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
So the car will slow down all that stuff, but it also has the lane. Like you can literally take your fucking hands off the
Yeah.
wheel, and it'll keep it going down the
My
going
Lincoln
down
would
the
do
lane.
all that. Mine it would parallel park for you.
It's basically the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was freaky though. You'd let go of the wheel and it would, and you're like, oh man, all right, you're doing good.
Yeah,
Good
nice
job,
job.
pal. Nice job, Linkson. You did good at times. So yeah, they will be required. Any of these vehicles, these self-driving things, required to have travel data recorders for analysis of accidents and whatnot, of course. And I'm like, dude, wake me up when you get here. Like, to me, it is highly irresponsible to go, yeah, it basically drives you anywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
But you have to have your hands on the wheel and looking at it at all times. No, that's impossible. We saw that one dude, remember that, was it a trans guy? Probably didn't help that he was trans. Was working for...
Jenner?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh shit! I dead named him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's true. And he was what? He became a female, and a week later he fucking killed someone behind the wheel. Not doing much for that stereotype. But no, it was the guy. Remember, hit the dude on the bicycle at night, and he was
yeah.
watching like Jeopardy on his phone or something.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, no offense. I mean, if you're in a car that's self-driving, he was testing it. I think
Right.
working for the company, testing these vehicles, and this dude, it's dark. This guy comes flying out of nowhere. There's nothing he can do. It's like a deer hitting your car. And I think that they dropped that case against him because it killed the guy on the bike. But it's like, my car, we better be laughing in 20 years. Like, dude, Dad, you really had to fucking drive home from the bar?
Yeah.
How did you guys get shit-faced and go home?
I was thinking about that, like, just today, honestly, just because I was tired and driving back, only a few hours, but still. And I was thinking about how crazy it kind of is that we all just, like, still trust all these people around, like, all the shit that we know about people.
I know.
But you're on the road, man, and you're just trusting everybody else, and
Takes
I'm
one
tired.
asshole.
And like I
Fucking
said,
all up.
I myself am sitting there tired, kind of just trying to get fucking home so I can maybe lay down for an hour or something. And it's like,
Yeah, I think about it. A lot of times coming down 13 Mile towards Franklin Road from Telly, and it's just 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see someone in there, you can see their heads down.
Oh, yeah.
They're either in their phone or something. And it's like, one little thing, and you're head on collision at 50. And, and I'm seeing the amount of people we'll see driving down the freeway. And I saw a girl the other day just absolutely buried in her phone, like watching fucking Netflix.
Bobbing and weaving all
Just
over the fucking
and
place.
kind of like glancing up.
Look up every
like,
few seconds and jerk it back
I'll
and
say
all
this
that.
though, it's
Crazy.
I'll say this after my accident. For one, I actually am. All I do with my phone anymore is I listen to Spotify, and that's it. I don't do anything else anymore because that had nothing even to do with it. But it just woke me up enough to go like, holy shit.
Right.
But I mean, even though I'm not doing that stuff, you do sometimes forget how much attention you need to be paying. Like, even, like, honestly, when I'm not even looking at my phone, not doing anything, and, like, I just look
You're in a
over...
2-ton death machine.
I look over for a split second, like, there's something... I think I was driving by a store, and I'm like, oh, shit, is there a... there's a Little Caesars in there now or something, and it's like, oh, shit, this guy stopped
That's all
in
it
front
takes.
of me.
I'm a vigilante out there, man. I see people doing that all the time.
yeah,
I'll
you
pull up.
fuck with
Oh,
them.
I'll fucking scream at them.
Yeah,
I scare
you're
the
6'3", 230,
It's
though.
not even about that. It's funny. Even like a girl's like texting. Like I'm literally pulled up next to her, and she's not paying any attention driving. We're on this the road.
Yeah.
I rolled the window down. It was summer, and
Hey!
like, get off your fucking phone! I like screamed at her. She almost dropped her phone out the window. Like, what the
Good.
fuck? Holy shit! And then
Yeah.
almost hit me because she scared the shit out of her driving. But
Well, it's until you have something happen that scares you, like you go off the road,
right.
or
You think you got it until
like,
you don't.
We were talking about this not long ago. We were going somewhere and we were talking about shit like that going, and we're saying how like you don't realize how fast you're actually, because doing 40, doing 30 feels like a light jog.
Yeah.
Until you hit a patch of black ice and lose control of your car.
Right.
And then you go, oh shit, 30 miles an hour is fucking hauling balls. It really is.
And
when you get into
really-
an uncontrollable slide in the
Yeah.
snow or ice,
Yeah.
and
Hit a tree or
it takes
dude
10
on a
minutes to
bike or
stop.
something. Yeah. It's going
Yeah.
pretty good.
You're right. If they ever perfect it, they will laugh at us. That we all that we were all had to do this.
Count on it.
And and like we're responsible for everything around us and
Yeah.
at all
Let's
times.
be honest. Even where the tech is now, I almost trust the cars more than humans.
Well, yeah.
Because I know humans are going to be drunk on the road. I know humans are going to be in their phone, on
Any
their
extra
radio.
safety feature is good, I mean, whether the lane assist, the little beep, the thing, it pissed me off. I was driving my mom's thing, the same thing. Went to go like switch lanes. There's nobody fucking around me, I was in traffic, and I went to go switch lanes. I didn't put my blinker on. The thing was like, brrr. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Like,
Mine would do that to me, dude. It would go.
like, can you turn that off? She was like, no.
Mine would
Car
rattle like that
sucks.
too, like, and I'm like, hello, and it's like the thing comes up and it says, something about, are you tired driving or something? I was like, hey, fuck you, man. Yeah, I could go for a little nappy nap right now. Who couldn't? But no, I'm driving down the road, and
fine.
you don't need to just go fucking and
Right.
rattle the steering wheel and ask, hey, bro, are you crashing out, dude? You
Piss
look
off.
like you're
There's
fucking-
nobody around me. I don't need to put my blinker on. Fuck you. Don't.
Yeah, or lock it up.
Cover
It
me.
would do that too, and lock it up kind of when you're getting up on someone's ass, if you're
Yeah.
eating someone's ass out there and fucking. Man. Anyway, all right, let's call it a day. Thank you, T, for
My
filling
pleasure.
in.
The first of many.
Yeah. So you'll be here this whole week while Jay's doing soccer shit with Russell.
Yeah.
So appreciate that, and E, good stuff as always. We'll be back tomorrow at some point, and hopefully you guys will join us then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.